Good morning, students. Today we are going to read another very important question in the topic of Hazrat Umar Raziyallah Anha. And the question is, write a detailed account of the administrative measures put in place by Umar during his caliphate. If this question come in the paper to get A grade, describe details of the various components of Umar's administrative system with named examples of some of his new institutions. So concentrate yourself, we are going to start now. Caliph Umar built a comprehensive network of administration. He ruled a huge empire successfully by introducing many new institutes. He divided the empire into provinces and placed each province under a governor that is called Wali or Amir. Governors were rulers of the provinces and also the religious and military heads. Each province was divided into districts that were placed under amils, district governors. Wali and amils were responsible to the caliph and were summoned to Medina on the eve of Hajj. So every year at the eve of Hajj, all the wali and amils gathered for a meeting in Medina. They were appointed in consultation with the advisory council, Majlis-e-Shura. So this was another very nice administrative step. So the governors, amils and wali were appointed with the consultation of the Majlis-e-Shura. Caliph Umar kept a vigilant eye on all the administrators. The advisory council comprised prominent companions, and this institution had been introduced by the Prophet ﷺ. Hazrat Umar introduced a new department, the Diwan or the Register of Pensions. So this was another very nice administrative step of Hazrat Umar Raziyallah Anha. Pensions were paid to all those who had participated in the expansion of the empire. Under this system, the soldiers could not acquire lands in the conquered territories, but had to settle in the military districts, garrisons, to be available when needed. And for this purpose, 3 new military towns were founded by Umar Raziyallahu Anha, one at Kufa, second at Basra in Iraq, and the third in Fustat in Egypt near Cairo. In order to discuss matters of the special importance, the General Assembly, Majlis-e-Am, was convened. In this, matters of the national importance were discussed. Another body, the Special Council, Majlis-e-Khas, was responsible for the conduct of daily businesses. So the matters of national importance were discussed in General Assembly, while the matters concerning day-to-day matters were discussed in Special Council called Majlis-e-Khas. The Baitul Mal, the state treasury, was responsible for keeping and distributing revenues. Salaries and stipends were paid from the state treasury. So very comprehensive system was introduced by Hazrat Umar Raziyallah Anha. For dispensing justice, Umar introduced the Department of Judiciary. So this was another new institute which was introduced by Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anha for justice. The Qazi was assisted by many sub-judges. Umar did not hesitate in providing justice and taking action against any oppressor. All judges were paid handsome salaries. Umar introduced the Hijra calendar. So this is another new administrative step that was taken by Hazrat Umar Raziyallah Anha. He also introduced the Department of Police, and he also introduced the prayer of the Taraweeh. in the month of Ramadan, and some regulations concerning the Hajj. He built new mosques and libraries and also expanded the compounds of the sacred mosque Makkah and the Prophet ﷺ's mosque Medina. He also encouraged teaching of the Quran, Hadith and Fiqh, Islamic legal thinking. Teachers of these subjects were paid from the state treasury. Bedouin tribes and soldiers were required to learn from these teachers. Umar took special measures for the welfare of the Dhimmis, non-Muslims in the Muslim state. He appointed many Christians on important states. He exempted many non-Muslims from the jizya, a tax paid by the non-Muslims. Department of Military, Education, Jails, and Police, etc. were established. So these were new administrative steps taken by Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anha for better working of the state. The Department of the Diwan was responsible for collection of all types of the revenue from the center and from the provinces. He himself patrolled the streets at night to look for people who needed help. Introduced the Muslims Hijri calendar, old age pension system, and census of the population. So these were the new administrative steps to which the world was not familiar before. So look at the wisdom and good working skills of Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anha. So this was the question, students. Read this question carefully again, understand it, memorize it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.